morning, everybody. First of all, welcome to Top Flight TV with your boy Top Flight here. I'm about to start posting on YouTube, so this is the first very episode that I'm about to start up with. First of all, my condolences to my back home in Southern California. The Palisades area, Altadena, Pasadena. Areas where I kicked it around, man, with all those wildfires that's going on down there, man. Man, my condolences to all the families that lost their homes, that lost their loved ones in that nature. Get back on your feet, get the proper resources, get the proper care, and, be strong. Hold it down. First thing what I want to talk about today, real quick, real simple. Dating 2025. Dating. Is dating cooked in 2025? Is it a continuance from 2024? Have we brought on the dating struggles to the beginning of the year? I say that because I see a lot that goes on through social media, and I see it to where it comes with not just standards, but it comes with sacrifices. And those sacrifices are hard, very, very difficult for both sides to make, for both men and women. So I see it as a struggle, not just a struggle to survive, but a struggle to at least step up to one another. I see women getting on bended knees to propose to the men. Why is that starting? Where did that come from? We all want a traditional marriage. We all want to be traditional. That is the new tradition. Is that what it's supposed to be? Women getting on bended knee and proposing? I was built and raised that it was the other way around. Men get on bended knee. Men propose to the woman. Men make that ultimate sacrifice to wed, to be with that one partner forever. Call it. Why is that happening now? Women are becoming more of the aggressors. Women are becoming more masculine. It's like men are being more feminine. How did that change? What made it change? I don't know. I don't know where the coin just flipped. And now women are being more aggressive. Totally understandable. I love me an aggressive woman. Women are becoming masculine. Men becoming feminine. Is it to where us men are having a hard time communicating? Is it to where a man needs to be in his feelings, and then when we are in the feelings, it's a certain type of women that will take those feelings and will either keep it in house or will go tell other people about it? And then that there is no trust, no loyalty. Is it a man not being transparent instead of being loyalty? And everybody honors loyalty, but what do you honor? Would you honor loyalty, or would you honor transparency? I honor transparency. Why? Because I want to tell my woman right then and there. I'm not just gonna say, "Hey babe, I'm working late." No. And then have my woman to believe of that, knowing that my woman may have trust issues. No. I would just say, "Babe, I'm working late till 8 o'clock. After that, I gotta go make a stop here at about 8:30, and I should be home by 9 o'clock. How transparent can you get? How honest can you get just like that? It's just too broad. It's too broad now. And I see all these videos, women getting rizzed up, I laugh at those at times. I just be like, wow. And you got these young cats coming up, raising up these older women. I look at it like, wow, like that's what it was back in the day. That's what it was back in the 90s and the early part of the 2000s, early part of the 2010s. It is just like, now it's just like, I think everybody is just set on getting their goals and admirations up and going. Get that ball rolling. Get to where they got to get. But then on the same time, it's these women that are posting single. They want, example, Valentine's Day coming up. They see all the romance. They see all the flowers. They see the candy. They see the exotic trips. Who you sharing those trips with? Who are you? Who's honoring you those gifts? That's the issue. Fellas, we got to step our game up. We got to put more work into it. Because I'm seeing women putting more work into it. So we got to match and go higher. Match that level of intensity. Move it on up. These women nowadays, if you ain't on that level, then you cooked. Well, guess what? You got to let the women know, if you're not on my level, you cooked. And it's more than just a beautiful body, a lot of makeup, chest out, buns out, hips out, showing them thighs, showing the dogs done, the feet, the toes done. It's more to it than that now. And it's more to it than the fellas dressed up with the hair lined up, with the cut lined up, getting the facial done, clean skin, edged up on a facial hair, smelling good from head to toe, looking good. Is nowadays nobody's not hiding in between the clothes. Everybody wants to learn what you've been through. Are you going through therapy? Because nowadays I think everybody should be talking to a therapist. Yes, this is the era where everybody should be talking to a therapist. Why? Because we've got some long history. And within that long history, we've been hurt when we were little. We've been, bullied. Sometimes being bullied by a girl. Sometimes being bullied by a boy. Raped at a younger age. Assaulted. Not living, mom not around, dad not around, moving from different places and not being settled. That hurts when we were younger. So it hurts when you want to go somewhere in life, when you need to go somewhere in life. So I'm just saying, like, what's up with the dating pool? I think everybody wants everybody's social media and following them for clout. Everybody has a roster. I don't believe if someone doesn't have a roster, meet me somewhere. Meet me at the forefront if you don't have a roster, ladies. But if you do got a roster, what's your top 10? What's number 10 about? What's number 5 about? I don't want to know what number 1 is, because that's your all-time fat favorite. But what number 3 carry for you? Fellas, if we got a lineup, hey, you got a basketball team. What your starting center doing? What's she holding down at that 5 spot? What your number 3 doing? What your backup point guard? What your 6th woman doing? Not your 6th man, your 6th woman. What is she providing for you? And then here's another thing. Polygamy is the new modern era of dating. Why is everybody going to polygamy? Why is polygamy becoming the scapegoat of dating? Is it too hard? It's sacrificing to being with another man and a woman. Is it that easy? Does it just remove the dirt off your shoulders? Does it take the weight off your back by being provided by another man and a woman, ladies? Fellas, is it easier with 2 women? I mean, heck, if it was either a problem or not a problem back then, what makes it the issue now of being in a polygamous relationship with 2 women? Can you juggle 2 women face to face? Have sex with one, have sex with the other, not just at the same time, but at different times? Do you want one all for yourself one day and then 3 days later have the other woman for herself? Will you be okay if the women have each other for themselves while you chill, while you at work? Or are you going to try to bring another woman back to have even more of a threesome or a foursome? So it's just like, I think everybody is focused on themselves. It's a selfless act, understandable, but everybody's on different paths. If you're on a God figuring, on a figure out plan with God, do that. Because God should be your number one. Matter of fact, not should be, will be your number one before you do anything else. God needs to be in your life. You need to go ahead and give everything to God and rebirth yourself. Be reborn. Do things the way God wants you to do it and not the way you've been doing it. It's time to change your atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why dating is cooked. Where's God in your life? Where's God in her life? Where's God in your atmosphere? If God's not in your atmosphere, it's time to reconstruct that atmosphere. And God needs to be in your atmosphere. God will put you in the right path and in the right direction. Yes, it's going to be some bumps on the road. It's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would have one woman and a whole bunch of kids. And no matter what happens, you only have one income, maybe 2. But everybody needs to put God in their atmosphere. Everybody needs to sit down and say, hey, God, be my number one. And then work beyond that. And then pray about it. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go ahead and go to work. I'm sitting outside now. I want everybody to have a blessed day. Hands down. This is the first episode. I'm gonna come up with more episodes. I'm gonna go live in later on throughout the time. It's just not right now. I'm gonna start putting some motivational tapes. I wish this was tapes, VHS, and art cassette. No, I'm gonna start putting some motivational quotes out there as well. I just want everybody to just be blessed. Hey, Top Flight out.